my God, that was deep. Follow the goat path. Look at this. Too many sticks. Trees are for traction. Trees are for traction. Watch that tree. Ah, big dead tree at the top. Don't want to hit that. Man, this thing pulls. What the hell? This thing really pulls. See if we can find a path here. Impressed. So what am I sitting on right now? You'll notice it's a little different. There's some different colors here. We got white, not black. And I got my little windshield back on. We'll go and have a look at this thing, but the Steel Panther is no more. Fill you in on the story sometime, but the Steel Panther has been sold to Buddy George, so we will be seeing it again in videos this winter, I hope. We'll get out riding with George, and we'll see what we can do with this one, but I thought I'd downsize here. We're going back to a 2009 Yamaha. 2009 Skidoo MXZX 600 e-tec. And it's got 9,400 kilometers on it. And it had a new engine put in at 7,800. Brand new, complete drop-in. And that's one thing you'll notice about the 2009 600 e-tecs. They either run to 20,000 kilometers without a problem, or else they blow up at 8,000 K. And majority that I looked at, I won't say majority, but there was many I looked at, for lack of sounding like Donald Trump, many 600 e-tecs. I'm talking many. Many 600 e-tecs have had the engines replaced, and it's all around that 7,000 to 8,000 mark. And not sure what the issue was back then, but the new engines apparently dynamite when they get them done. So this one's been done, and I'm pretty impressed with the response on this thing. It's pretty freaking snappy. The guy I bought it from, he's had race brace kits installed. It's got the suspension support up front. You can see he's even got the what the hell is it called? The name of the company that does them. Anyway, he's got that there. Look at that thing shredded. It does need a track. That's why I'm out today. I figure I can't do any damage to it. Can't do any more damage anyway. The track is got a pull through on it. Big square gone, and I don't like to run that because if it gets a flap and that stud releases or another stud lets go and goes through the heat exchanger and you're riding and you drain the coolant out, you're kind of screwed. So here, I want to clean this up and then we'll go out and have a look at this thing. Look at this bad boy. It's in really good shape. It's got a high windshield for it and a bikini windshield for it, which looks pretty sick. But with the high windshield on, everybody's telling me it looks like a police sled, and it kind of does. So we've named this one Roscoe P. Coltrane. Q, 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 eat us, you lipstick. Meet Roscoe P. Coltrane. It's a 2009 MXZX. It's got a 120-inch skid on it. It has KYB high-pressure gas, clicker shocks on the skid and up front. It's pretty much the same as a 2012, obviously with the shorter track, but the clicker shocks on here, hopefully you can see that, is actually a screwdriver to adjust them, not a thumb knob, which I'll miss. But, you know, I didn't really adjust them. Well, once I figured out how to adjust shocks, I adjusted them more last year, but didn't have to. Another neat little goodie with this one, right? And it kind of made me think of it when I was watching Alan Gafenko's video with Jacques, the snowmobile instructor. He was talking about this button here on his. It is the reverse, but also the electric start. And look at mine doesn't work. Why do you ask? It doesn't have electric start. Look at this. So I got to talk to Matt Norman from South Simcoe Machine, get him to do me up a Roscoe P. Coltrane handle. And what else? Look at no battery. So we've got some plans for this bad boy, and it doesn't include adding electric start. I think that weight advantage is going to be a good thing for us, and because really the battery's probably 10 to 15 pounds. You've got the starter, you've got everything else. And like I said, the track's getting done, and I have some goodies for that. And I know I mentioned BYR, Adam Furlong, Backyard Recreation, Ayr, Ontario. He is the top skidoo Can-Am technician in the world. And he is going to help me with this thing. And we're going to make this thing come to life, if you know what I mean. We're not going to go crazy on it. I have no fucking money. So, but it's going to be a fun little project for Adam and I to work on. And I'll show you guys that as we go. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I was really bummed about selling the Renegade 800. So I seen this puppy on Kijiji, and I kind of fell in love with it. And the owner was close by and really cool, and I really it felt right, you know, and it still feels right. You know, you can't go wrong when everything feels right. That should be a song. But, you know, so far, like, this feels like it might have a little bit more bottom end jam than my 800 had. She just wants to jump, wants to lurch. I'm going on the theory this year that it's more fun to drive a slow sled fast than it is to drive a fast sled slow. You know, and these MXZs, when I ride Drews on the trail, it's a freaking riot. You know, the little 600. And this thing rides really good. This is just crap that I'm in. And she's handling pretty good, you know? But yeah, I like it. I don't know, maybe I just forgot how much balls these things have. Like, first ride's always like that. Last year we didn't even get out in the fields. I will point out that it is November 12th, and we are breaking records this year in 2019. We had snow on November 11th. I was out around the house, booming around, and we had huge snowfall on November 11th, southwestern Ontario, and anything in the lake effect region would get it. And then we have record cold today. So if this is any indication of what the winter is going to be like, I think us snowmobilers are going to have a good time. We're going to be happy, happy, happy. As long as El Nino doesn't rear her ugly head in December and screw it up for all of us, this is looking pretty good. So other updates in my life right now. If you are Ontario Snowmobile Federation, Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs, OFSC permit holder, you will be getting a magazine in the mail. And in that magazine, there's an announcement. And the announcement is that they've started a new program called GSO, Go Snowmobiling Ontario Promoters. And they looked at applicants from all over the province, and they picked 15 of us. And I was actually chosen. So what that means is, through OFSC, I will be sharing my rides and sharing my stories, etc., etc., and with all you guys, and they'll be sharing it too. Now, there's a couple caveats with that. As part of it, I have to follow the rules to some degree. Now, it doesn't follow the rules on my channel, but when I'm doing stuff for OFSC, or Go Snowmobile Ontario as they call it, I do have to be cautious of speeding, off-trail riding, trespassing, all that crap. I have to obey the rules of the trail when we're talking about that. But Mudbrats ADV will continue to provide you with all the other fun stuff that goes with snowmobiling, all our trail rides, all of our adrenaline speeds throughout the trails, etc. It's just when I have my GSO promoter hat on, I'm going to be Mr. goody two-shoes, if you know what I mean. Another thing that I want to say is the audio. Last year I was very proud of what I did with the audio on my channel, and I think by the end of the year I've probably got the best video audio vlogging Snowmovlog channel, next to Rev Rider 550. I still really love what he does, but top in Canada, let's say. And I really appreciate everyone's patience while I kind of sorted it out last year, because there was a few times I switched helmets, switched microphone placement, I just couldn't get it right. And then the end of the year I figured it out, and couldn't get happy with that BB2S, so I sold it. And I want to say a big thanks to Joe Chase. He's a Mudbrats fan, nicknamed Throw Snow Joe, and he rides a 1200 turbo skidoo. And he actually sold me his brand new oxygen helmet, and he gave me a killer deal on it, and we both walked away happy. And I don't even have it plugged in right now, and it's -9, and I'm telling you, this thing is quiet, it's warm, it's light, it's not fogging up. Hopefully my audio is plugged into the back of the camera, because this is awesome. I'm in love with the helmet. It's almost, I almost forgot to talk about it, because it feels like there's nothing on my head. I've got such a wide range of view, and I mean the BB2S has got a big field of view on it, but this thing has no blind spot. I don't even have to turn my head. I can see my gauge package just by looking down. I can see left and right pretty good just by moving my eyeballs. So it's awesome. So thank you, Throw Snow Joe. I know I paid for it, but it's still so happy you let it go to me. So anyway, if you want to sponsor my helmet, hit me a message up. Throw a logo on there. I don't care if you're a drywall or plumber, or you want your name on it. I'll do that. I'll show it in the credits. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I think that's it. I just want to show you guys a little sneak peek of the new Sled. I wanted to get it out. It had bad gas in it, and it had no oil. It's got one headlight. You know, I can address that with some Eagle LEDs. What else? And I had it out for a rip around the house, and it wasn't running great, but it was, oh, I guess I'm doing some lawn work here. It wasn't running great, but fresh gas, some Startron in it, and it's got lots now. This is fun. I think it needs a little bit of setup there, but we'll get her done. Get to the post office and see if my trail permits come in, and then we'll chat more about Go Snowmobile in Ontario promoters and the backyard recreation project with the Rasco Pico train, and then see you out on the trail. Still got lots to do for this year though, like from 2018, 2019, a couple more videos in the hopper. We have to finish our Muskoka Magic Tour, and the magic is they made the groomers disappear. And one more video in for that. There's some really good footage of me trying to do some backcountry riding, fail, and then We ended the season in Mattawa, right where we started, Bonfield to Mattawa, and we had a great ride. And I was pretty much, I could have went again. I could have went snowmobiling again because the season was a lot longer, but it was one of those cases where everything was still going good. So why not end it like Jerry Seinfeld? End it when you're on top, and then we'll worry about the rest. You know what I mean? But anyway, thanks again for watching. Thanks for all the comments and subscribers that I've added, and really appreciate it. A lot goes into this channel, and there's a lot of good people out there doing what we do, you know, and helping us. We all are a big community. The Mark Bows and Pasty Boys and Rev Rider 550s and Power Mods and Alan Gafenko YK, and I mean, we all chat and fire ideas back and forth through comments and stuff, but there's a little bit more respect when you see a fellow guy pouring his heart and soul into his channel. And you know, in our Canadian channel's cases, we don't get any traction at all. Mark and I'll put a video up and we'll get 100 views in 6 months, and you know, someone in the US will put up a snowmobiling video and they'll get 3,000 views in 12 hours. So don't know what it is with YouTube and Canadian content, but it's just fun making the videos for you guys, and we'll get there. We will get there. Anyway, peace out, guys. Thank you.
She's mean and big and bad, Lord, pointing that gun at me. Okay. Now we got way too much room in this trailer too, which maybe isn't a bad thing. Look at that. Two nice little 2009 600s. Love them.